everybody, it's your girl Cassia. Welcome back to Live and Date in LA. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and share it with all your homies. Okay, so this is 18-inch Gogo curl hair. I wanted you to see what the length looks like from different points of your head. So from the bottom of your head, the midpoint, and the front. So I just did a super simple braid pattern. If you ever want to see me do my braid pattern, I know I have it in other videos, but if you'd like an updated version, just let me know in the comments and I will gladly make it for you. I do want to state that I see so many videos of people making crochet hair videos, weaves, sew-ins, wig videos, and they're not cleaning the hair first. I cannot stress enough how important it is to clean this hair first. I get sometimes we're in a rush and we don't have time to do it, and maybe we're just wearing it for the night, or we're just keeping this style in for a video or just for a few days. I understand you might not want to take the time to do that. If you have access to a little bit of vinegar, some conditioner, warm water, and I like to do 1 pump of Dawn soap in there, please soak this hair. This hair is dirty. It's nasty, it's full of chemicals, and a lot of you are having allergic reactions. Your scalps are itching, your scalps are swelling, and it's because you're taking the hair out of the package and putting it directly onto your head. I always wash anything that I'm putting on my head. I am allergy prone, I am very sensitive, but even without that, you still need to get these chemicals and the dirt and grime that is on this hair off before you put it onto your scalp. So now that I finished the majority of my head, I wanted you to see what I'm doing in the front. It's what I usually do. I'm going ahead and I'm making my loop with the crochet hair, and then I'm going to do the invisible knot method. I'm going to pull one side of the hair through, and then I'm going to wrap that around once again. I do this all the time for the parts of my hair where you're going to be seeing the parts or the sides or the back. I also do it in the front where the bang is going to be. I like to do this because it decreases the size of the knots, and because I'm a gym girly, I go to the gym almost every day, so I wear my hair up. On the parts of my hair that is more towards the inside and on the sides, I don't really care too much to do the invisible knot method. I'll do it sometimes if I feel like it. If not, you'll see what I'm doing here. After I make my loop, I am going to wrap the hair around once or twice before I pull it through. You have to do this with the Gogo curl hair. The Gogo curl hair is soft and it is smooth. It is not kinky, and you can see it tangles easily. So take your time, have a little bit of patience with this hair. Don't let the hair piss you off. Because I have let this hair piss me off many a times. Don't let the hair piss you off and you'll be good to go. So now that I have finished almost all of the hair, we are at the front, and you can see that I like to create layers within the hair. This is something I do all the time. So when I get to the front, I do cut the pieces in half. I like to do this because I like to create a bang that has different layers. And because my bang goes to the side, I like those layers to start completely across the side of the bang. So not just in the front, but also along the side of the bang as well. It's really easy to maintain this hair. Like I said before, water, mousse, you're good to go. I also wash my crochet hair and I wash my scalp while it's in the crochet hair. I did a video on washing crochet hair when I first started doing crochet back in the day. If you want an updated version, let me know in the comments. I do have an updated version on how I clean my scalp while I have crochet hair in. I'd also like to point out that I do separate the hair a bit whenever I am adding the smaller pieces to the front. I don't like the side part to be super bulky, but I want to make sure that I'm using smaller pieces because it is the side part in the bang. And I do like it to be a little, I guess you could say, more voluminous there. So I'm going to use smaller pieces because I want to create that volume around the crown and the side part of my head. Alright, now that we have all of our hair done, what I like to do is take my water bottle and spray it down. Because right now it's really voluminous, it's really fluffy and gorgeous, but I also want to see how it is watered down because this will give me a look at my entire head and any places where I may have missed hair. Sometimes I'm just going so fast and I'm doing this on autopilot that there are some times where I might skip a part or leave a space that's a little bit too open. So when you wet the hair, you're able to see through it a bit more and be able to catch those angles. Another tip I'd like to offer is to make sure that you actually go through the hair and fluff it out. What happens with me is I've noticed that when I don't do this step that you see me doing here and I don't separate the pieces, I end up adding more hair thinking that there's a spot that's open, that's not being covered, and it is being covered. I just needed to separate the hair and fluff it out. And it's really important, especially with the Gogo curl hair, to do that because this hair is very voluminous. Unless you want to go for that super huge Diana Ross look, girl, go for it. I'm all here for that. But just to prevent yourself from using more hair than you really need to, make sure you go in and you separate it before you do your cutting and your styling. Okay, so now that you have separated your hair, you've taken a look, make sure that there aren't any spots that need to be filled in and gone ahead and corrected that if you needed to. It's the fun part. Take out those scissors and get to cutting. Do not use your hair shears for this hair. This is synthetic hair. Do not ruin those beautiful hair shears. Get you some regular Dollar Tree scissors and use those to cut your hair. Do not ruin your hair shears on this synthetic $20-something hair from Amazon. So I like to go in and create layers, and because this is curly hair, I'm going to cut downward. I do not cut straight across unless it's just a really big huge piece like those pieces at the bottom. That could be a piece where I would cut straight across, but what I tend to do mostly is cut into the hair and cut down because the curls are going to floof back up. So I like to keep a mid-length hair and I like to make layers that frame my face, and I don't like the hair to all be one exact length. So you'll see here that I like to go in and cut my layers.